Hey, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we are with Sharon Feldt, our regular guest from the Book Nook in downtown Sulphur Springs. Sharon's also the host of the Bright Star Literary Society. So as we speak, we have received the news that Dolly Parton has passed away, and it came as a shock, although we have been hearing sort of over a period of time that her health was not great. Still came as a big shock that she has passed away at the age of 80. And of course, Dolly Parton, best known as a singer, songwriter, entertainer. But Sharon made the comment about Dolly's Imagination Library program.
She was an amazing proponent of literature, especially for young children, because she started the Imagination Library as a dream because her dad couldn't read, and she didn't want any other people to have to go through that. He always felt inferior, and she didn't want that for anybody. So this program, I think she sent over 200 million books out to children, and it started in the Appalachian area where she lived, in the Smoky Mountains and stuff, but around Pigeon Forge. But what she does, she gets, I don't know how the names are given, but whenever a child is born, and I guess someone sends their name.
I think the parents register the child or grandparents or something.
Well, she starts sending a book the day they're born, and then they get a book every single month, very age appropriate, until their 5th birthday. So the kids get 72 books just because she wants kids to love to read. And I just think that's great. As a children's author, I know, and a kindergarten teacher for 1,000 years, I know how important reading is. It opens doors, it gives you confidence, it nurtures your imagination, and she knew all that and wanted to promote that in the children that didn't have a lot, because she grew up having nothing.
Yeah, she came up from almost, as you say, nothing. I heard on the news coverage, a one-room home, shack is typically the term. That's a little demeaning, but a very modest childhood, to say the least.
Yes, and she had 12 brothers and sisters in that little small place.
Lost sight of that. But, of course, for a lot of those children, without those books, they might not have any books in their home.
And they wouldn't be exposed to them, because a lot of the places that are back up we lived in West Virginia, and that's in the Appalachian area. And there's not a lot of resources available to the kiddos that lived back, like Dolly said, in the hollers.
Right.
And so there's not a lot of resources. So she did a really good thing to promote literacy to those children that didn't have the opportunity. So good for her.
And if it is so, and I think it is, that parents or grandparents register the child for that, then presumably that the parent or the grandparent would have the motivation to read to the children, which is of course important also.
Right.
And of course it's important to have something to read to them.
Absolutely. Yeah. So she was such an amazing woman in so many respects, so talented, and I think her legacy is going to last for a long, long time.
Without a doubt. But that is certainly one of the more remarkable programs that any celebrity that I know of has ever started. I heard, again, in the coverage of her passing, that the first book that is sent to children is The Little Engine That Could.
Oh, I love that. That's one of my favorite. What an encouraging book. Just keep, I think I can.
Right.
That's what it says.
Right.
Oh,
which is very much her story.
It was. She decided that she was going to be a singer on the radio, and my goodness, she accomplished that and so much more because she didn't give up.
And I was, again, hearing in the coverage, she started writing songs when she was maybe even before she went to school. But, I mean, in her really early childhood years, she was already writing songs.
Her most famous song, I think, the Coat of Many Colors, was based on her true story. Her mom made a coat for her, and that's what she wrote about. And that's, I think, why she was so successful in so many respects, because she wrote about and acted the way that she grew up. Very genuine. She wrote about what she knew. She sang about what she knew. Yeah. And makes you genuine.
I don't know if that's the best known, but it ought to be. And I think that's her greatest song.
Yeah.
In my view, I know there's others, Jolene and others. I Will Always Love You, but that is a great one. And you, as you say, you are a children's author. You've done 6 children's books of your own.
Yes.
So you have a lot of insight into the importance of reading for children.
You just want those kids to have a book in their hand and learn to love the way that it can help you fly through the whole world. I mean, worlds open with books.
And in fact, your next children's book is The Perils of Percy.
Yes.
Based on your beloved dog.
My little golden, my horse. He was one of 7, and all of the rest of his siblings were 40 pounds. He's over 100, and I don't understand what happened.
Well, you feed him too well.
Well, I think so. He's very spoiled and very lovely. He's the official shop dog, and he loves pets and hugs, and immediately rolls over on his tummy when kids walk in.
And what breed?
He's a golden
I
doodle.
thought so. You started to say that. Well, that's a wonderful breed.
Yeah.
Sharon, thanks for the thoughts about Dolly Parton. All of our thoughts are about her over the next
quite a loss.
Several days. All right, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.
Thank you.
Back through the years I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth, and I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use.